She struck me. A full swing, loud enough to hush the entire room. The birthday candles flickered behind her, casting shadows on her flushed face. My jaw didn't ache, but something deeper did. My pride. Around us, her friends gasped in collective shock. Her sister smirked like she'd been waiting for it, and her father turned away like it confirmed a long-held suspicion. I straightened my shirt and stood still, silent. That night, I packed quietly and left without a fight, without a speech. Just the muted sound of the door closing behind me. She never came after me. Sophia and I had been the shining couple, the ones everyone admired. We met in law school, built a boutique practice by our early 30s, married beneath the romantic skies of Tuscany. She used to call us unstoppable. I believed her. She loved hosting, expensive wines, thoughtful music, elegant gatherings. Her friends adored her. I was the steady presence beside her. She dazzled. I grounded. It worked, until it didn't. That slap wasn't impulsive. It was calculated. A final move in a performance she'd been preparing behind the scenes. I just missed the earlier cues. The late-night messages she brushed off, the new partner she brought into our firm with suspicious enthusiasm, the affection that cooled behind a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. I told myself it was just pressure, that real love endured storms. But the day she referred to me as just a name on the letterhead, in front of our staff, I knew. This wasn't stress. It was disdain. So I began investigating, discreetly, methodically. I followed the money. Hidden invoices, bogus vendors, offshore trails, all linked to one name, Darren Lockcatch. The same Darren who toasted us on our anniversary, his hand lingering on her lower back like it belonged there. After the slap, she filed for divorce and spun a perfect narrative. I was distant, cold, controlling. And I let her. Because I had other plans. Over the next 4 years, I built something new. A company specializing in hostile corporate takeovers, cold, meticulous, and untouchable. I made my fortune dismantling facades like hers. And I never stepped foot in that city again. Not until the invitation arrived. Thick ivory paper. Gold accents. No return name. I was invited to the Monroe Circle, a private assembly of strategic powerhouses. The location? My old city. I was intrigued. I accepted. Before I even reached the baggage carousel at the airport, I heard the news. Sophia was ruined. Darren had emptied their accounts and vanished. Their firm collapsed under investigation. The authorities seized her house, her cars, froze her assets. She lived now in a modest apartment, courtesy of her sister's pity. She had no career, no license, no reputation, and no one left to pretend for. The Monroe Circle was fiction. I invented the name, designed the logo, sent the invitations. There was no elite gathering. Just one reservation, 2 seats, and a quiet ending I'd been writing for years. The restaurant was the same one where she struck me, bought in secret, refurbished under a false name. When she walked in, her fragrance hadn't changed, but everything else had. She moved with a shakiness she tried to mask, but the strength she'd once worn was gone. "Why am I here?" she asked. I pointed to the set table. "Closure." She laughed, the sound brittle. "You flew me here for that." "No," I replied. "I flew you here to show you something." I handed her a folder. Inside were documents, bank records, forged bills, dummy companies, all tying back to her. Not Darren. Just her. She flipped through the pages, confusion giving way to fear. "These aren't mine. He did this. He framed me." "I know," I said. "I helped him." She looked up. It only took her a few seconds to realize I was telling the truth. "You let this happen?" she asked, voice cracking. "After everything? You slapped me. In front of your world. You tried to destroy who I was. So I vanished. And then I created something. Something clean, something precise." "You ruined me," she whispered. "No," I said. "You did. I just adjusted the mirror." She stood abruptly, her chair scraping the floor. "You think this makes you strong? You think this is justice?" "No," I said quietly. "It's silence. Yours." She left, heels clicking, tension vibrating around her. I didn't stop her. That night she wouldn't sleep. She'd spiral, desperate, hunting for holes in the walls I'd built. But there were none. The evidence had already gone to the ethics board. Her license was permanently revoked. The IRS was next. Then the state bar. There would be no second chances. No rescue. I left the city the next morning. Never checked the headlines. I didn't need the validation. Some endings aren't loud. Some victories don't need applause. She broke the man I used to be. So I buried him. And I became someone she couldn't reach.